Tonight's American, 7 years old, Madison Wilson from California. So she's watching a movie and she says, how come there are no people of color in here? Madison brought up the fact that she could never find a color that matched her skin tone when she drew. That's when an idea sparked. The third grader asked her mom to help raise $500 to buy art supplies that have more options for people of color. With the help of a GoFundMe page, guess how much? $24,000 in less than a month. She wants to give them to schools so kids can color themselves the way they want to be, that reflect their reality. Want to donate? Visit GoFundMe.com and search Help Fill Maddie's Treasure Box. Isn't that beautiful? We are her as well. We're not just the best, we're not just the worst, we're often the best. Thanks for watching. CNN Tonight with D. Lemon right now.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Nice.
Hello.
How are
Nice to
you?
meet you.
We're good. How are you?
We're good.
Hold on. So I'm going to show Madison real quick, everyone that's on. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the people that are on, okay? And they're all in high school. So I told Madison about your organization and what you're doing, and she got the biggest smile. So
we just want to go around, introduce ourselves before we get into the questions. So I'm Maria, and I'm the president of the NJ chapter of Colors4Change.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm the VP of Social Media and Partnership.
I'm Rohan. I'm the Vice President of Creative and Outreach.
And I'm Sanjam. I'm the VP of Marketing and Communications.
Hi, I'm Srinivas, and I'm the VP of Info and Outreach.
It's really nice to meet you guys.
it's nice to meet you too.
Hi, I'm Madison, and I own my company.
You got to talk like a big girl.
Hi, I'm Madison, and I own my Dino Explorers company.
Yeah.
And I'm Vashti, Madison's mom. And so we're doing this for Maddie's Treasure Box, which was Madison's initiative. So nice to meet you all. I do own my own company, and I was in the Air Force, so I do work with that as well too. And then of course taking care of Madison. So yeah.
Once again, it's really nice to meet you guys, and thank you for coming out for this interview. We really do appreciate it. So
Well, thank you for inviting her.
Yeah, no, we're so intrigued by everything you're doing, and especially at such a young age too. It truly is impressive.
I'm not young.
You are young. You're young to them.
So with that, for everyone that's going to be watching this, as they mentioned, this is Miss Wilson and her daughter Madison, and they are the founders of Maddie's Treasure Box. So before we get into it, do you guys want to explain a little bit about what exactly Maddie's Treasure Box is?
Well, it's about donating multicultural crayons and books with pride and treasure boxes for the adults.
Okay, so what Madison wanted to do was donate books that have diverse characters. So when we're talking about diversity, it's not merely books, for example, for Black History Month or let's say Cinco de Mayo. It's regular books, normalized books in which the characters are people of color. So it becomes a part of the regular curriculum. And she's also donating multicultural crowns. Madison's own crown line is actually in production right now. And she'll have her own line of multicultural crowns. We thought it was very important for other kids to be able to see our entrepreneurship as well. She's donating multicultural reams of paper so that kids can do their art projects and feature themselves. And then Madison will donate a coloring book too that features diverse characters.
Yeah. It's truly such an amazing initiative that you guys are doing. And just a little bit of a backstory on how we set this interview up for everyone who's going to be watching. We were actually looking for organizations to donate to. We made a lot of profits from our last fundraiser. And when we were looking for organizations, I came across Maddie's GoFundMe page. And immediately I thought it was such an important cause that resonated with what Colors4Change is doing and resonates with what's going on in the world right now. So I shared it with the rest of the group who also loved it. And from there, we reached out to you guys, hoping to learn more about what you guys are doing and share it here with our audience on the East Coast and the Midwest.
Oh, wow. Now that's beautiful. And that's what's happened with a lot of people. Madison has gotten messages from Pakistan, Senegal, London, Wow, she's gotten them from all over the world, right?
Austria.
Austria is her favorite one. I don't know why.
It's named after my best stuffed animal.
Oh, her stuff. Yeah. You want to show them Austria? Okay, how about we show them at the end?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so that's why she likes Austria. But the story is the same thing you were saying. It resonated with a lot of people, and it was many adults actually that said when they were kids, they wish they had had something like this because of personal experiences that they had. And then she's gotten personal anecdotes from kids that, you know, just said they thought it was so cool to be able to see a girl that looked like her doing, you know, this initiative, and to having so many community members in the world support her. So I think it's extremely important for people to be able to see themselves represented, you know, in all facets of life.
Yeah. All right. How about let's get into our next question, Sanjam.
Yeah, so Maddie's treasure box is super interesting. So we were just wondering, how did this initiative first start? Like, how did you develop it?
I was watching a movie and noticed only one cast member was brown. And then I took a speech in front of hundreds in Solving about how at Juneteenth, about how slavery ended, and how I'm thankful that we were all together at this one time. We would fight the bad things and fight the good fight.
No, Madison is hilarious. And sometimes she like creates these stories and okay,
awesome.
she was at Juneteenth is actually what happened. So I think that's what she's saying.
It's not making a story.
Okay, well, she was watching the movie, and remember, what did you shout out?
Why is there only one brown person? Finally, a brown person.
Yeah, that's what you said. So she's watching this movie, and it's a really popular movie. Okay, well, she was watching a movie, and so she said, finally, there's a brown person. And so I came in, you know, to see what she was talking about, and she said that there was only one brown person in the entire movie. And when she says brown person, she means person of color, period. Mm-hmm. And we looked at the cast, and she was right. There was only one person of color out of 12 main cast members. So then she started naming other movies, really popular ones, and also noticing that there was a lack of diversity in the movies, and we had a discussion. And she wondered why it was so, that it wasn't fair. And so the way that we work it is, if there's a problem, what do we come up with?
We find a solution.
We find a solution. So her solution was to donate these books and stuff, but she wanted mommy to pay for it. So that was not the solution. It was how to raise the money. And so Madison gave a speech at our Juneteenth celebration, and the community in front of hundreds, yes. And the community, in the course of a day and a half, had donated her goal, which was $2,500. She raised in a day and a half, and then she was asked to continue on with the fundraisers and adopt other schools. So she did.
Yeah, that's amazing. I noticed that like in many children's movies, especially, there are not many people of color, and that's why movies like Black Panther, all of these have become so strong in our community, and that's why we have a great appreciation for movies like those, especially when they're made so well. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the movie Aladdin, if you look at Black Panther, if, you know, the movie shouldn't have to be intentional about showing people of color. It should be a part of the paradigm. It should be a part, you know, of any type of movie. And so that's what we're looking for, that when you pick up a book or you go see a movie, that it becomes normalized to see all different types of people, which makes it a beautiful thing. And so we have that focus on it from an elementary school standpoint, because we want kids from all walks of life to be able to see themselves when they go and pick up a book or they do art at school, that it's normalized and it becomes a part of the everyday culture.
Mm-hmm. So our next question is like, what's your reaction to the amount of support that you've gotten, both like in your when it first happened at that speech, and then afterwards, like when you launched the GoFundMe and you got all the support?
So how'd you feel when you started getting all that money and earning all that money to donate?
I felt like everyone took me under their wing, and I felt like everyone understood, and it wasn't just me who was having that problem.
Yeah.
And so we went on, and it got larger and larger, and taller and taller, and bigger, and fatter, and whatever. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And what people don't know, so you guys are the first to actually get this scoop, is that Madi has partnered with NBA player Aaron Holiday. And
Wow.
yeah, so she likes seeing herself on the news. But so she has partnered with NBA player Indiana Pacers, Aaron Holiday, and he is actually donating Madi's treasure boxes to inner city schools in Los Angeles, Indianapolis, and some foster care centers. So that will be announced in the next couple of weeks for that initiative to go. So
That's
Wow,
amazing.
that's so
Like, this
amazing.
is like started in California and spread, all
Yeah.
over the world and our nation. That's truly amazing.
yes, and then she'll actually be having a contest too that will go out next week. So she'll have that contest in which people can submit a teacher that they want to pledge, or what is the word? Nominate. And so Madison will be picking 5 teachers to be able to receive Madi's treasure boxes. So, yeah.
See, that's so amazing. So for the next question, since you were just talking about how you were giving your supplies to schools and books to schools, when you first gave these supplies and books to schools, how do you think the students felt? What was their response to you giving that donation to them?
Wow.
Well, so she hasn't given the donations yet because most of the kids are virtual.
Yeah.
And so what's happening is it was complete turmoil with a lot of schools at the beginning of the school year. And so the boxes actually are being donated in October. And that gives the teachers time to let things calm down. And then Madison's going to go ahead and donate. But what she did for the beginning of the school year is almost 200 teachers. She had a special treat created for them. And then she donated a coffee house gift card to start off their school year. And the teachers have already selected their books. So
That's so awesome.
One of the questions I had was, so what is the process like? And once you raise the money, how do you contact these schools to organize drop-offs for multicultural art supplies and books?
that's a good question. Thank you. She said, well, she just turned 8, so. So all the schools in the Valley where we live, and there are 8 schools here, are automatically part of the group. The other schools chosen were selected by Aaron Holiday and his family. And then, of course, the schools that will be nominated, Madison would choose from those. And total, there will be about 20 schools to start off with. And the way they were selected is pretty much proximity, someone knowing them, the nominations. So what happens is we send the form to the principal of the school. The teachers are able to select a certain number of books from a pre-selected list with books with diversity. And so they can select a number from there. And then they also can submit up to 5 wish list books. And depending on what the budget is for that class, and depending on which books they've chosen, they'll get, a selection of books, some that are from the wish list and some that were pre-selected.
So obviously you guys have already done some amazing work and you have some exciting projects coming up. So what do you think the next step for Madi's Treasure Box is? What are you guys looking forward to for the organization?
Well, so there's 3 things. With the multicultural crowns and trying to purchase those, we found that it would be best for her to come out with her own line. So that's in production right now. She'll get those crowns in October. They'll be ready for pre-order. The other thing is Madison is coming out with Maddie's Corner. So Maddie's Corner will be a daily show, Monday through Friday, for children to be able to log on. And Madison will be reading a different book with a diverse character. And the children will be able to submit what we call a book report or a picture report. So they'll submit that, and Madison will choose one a day to receive a free copy of the book. So she has some celebrity guests lined up. So her first is NBA player Aaron Holiday. And then she also have one of the shows, the cast of characters from Blackish will be her next one. And then she has Travis Bryant from Disney is one of her celebrity guests. So there are some other exciting ones as well. And Madison's treasure box, Maddie's treasure box, is actually going to become a subscription treasure box for our nonprofit. So people will be able to subscribe and get a different box every month that features books written by people of color.
That is so cool how you guys have scaled it so much from where you started. I think that's
Oh yeah, it really touched a nerve. And you all are in California?
No.
We're actually on the East Coast in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So they're across America. So they're in New Jersey. So in California, we have something called the GATE program here. I'm sure you have something similar. And it's gifted and talented education. So if you're an accelerated or you go into this program, well, it's, primarily Caucasian children. And I went through that program, and I was the only one in the entire program. So it becomes very obvious that you're the only one, in many respects. Even going into the military and the field I was in, I was the only one. And so from a young age, education took me to a different place. And that's what we want. We want education, right? You love seeing yourself in the books, because she loves when she sees something that looks like her in a book. So we need for these kids to be able to see themselves in these books, to be able to color and visualize themselves farther than where they are, and that comes from having access. So we're very pleased.
Yeah, you guys are so involved with trying to make education better. I also noticed that you're the owner of Dino Explorers, and that has a lot to do with making science fun and making these fun toys. And so can you go and explain that a little bit?
What's Dino Explorers?
Dino Explorers is a company where we make dino eggs, and paleontologists excavate kids excavate
Excavate.
Kids have
You're getting shy. So I taught science and math for a couple of years. And in teaching that, I did it really voluntarily because I just wanted to do some research. And I saw at a young age, I taught 4th through 6th grade and then high school math and science. And from a young age, I saw how girls were pushed towards certain subjects and boys were pushed towards other certain subjects. And for the students, they also had really never seen anyone like me teaching math and science. That was brought to my attention a lot. They loved it though. They thought it was really cool. And so we created Dino Explorers, which are organic dinosaur eggs that kids excavate. It comes with paleontologist tools. It comes with a really cool map. And so they could go outside, find these eggs, hopefully using geocaching. And they bring it in, they start the excavation process, they learn about the scientific method. And so it introduces science, but it also features Madison on all of the materials. So they see a person of color that's a scientist, a paleontologist, and it introduces science in a fun way. So we are always big on that, right? Well, when she stops yawning. Why are you So that's huge. Seeing, I can't tell you, I've had Indian girls, I've had Latino girls that message us and said the little girl looks like me. So it's really cool.
Aww.
No, really, it's truly amazing how, and I feel like you guys have pushed this goal out into so many different aspects far beyond education. And that's why, you know, this interview is so important, because I feel like being on the East Coast, we have a different audience, and we wanted to make sure that everybody gets to hear about what you guys are doing. So hopefully we see more people, you know, taking an active step to make sure that everyone is being represented.
Yeah, and like once again, we just wanted to say how impressed we are with Madison's initiative here. And we are like here at Colors for Change, we're so inspired by you that you're taking so many great strides, and it's really inspiring. And for everyone else watching, just so you guys know, we will be linking Maddie's GoFundMe page in the description box so that you can all go out and help her and support her. And so now we're going to shift gears a little bit. So we wanted to end the interview on a little bit of a lighter note. So Madison, we're going to ask you a series of questions to get you to know you a little better. How does that sound?
Sure.
It seems
Sounds
like you
good.
have like a very fun personality, so you know we can't wait to
Yeah, she's so sweet and awesome.
She's doing her creepy face to kind of
I'm
scare
not
you
doing
too. That's
creepy.
totally the creepy face. Okay.
Can you get some water?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you the first question. Okay, so who is someone you think you look up to? Someone who inspires you? Your mom? Can you tell me why? Like what makes your mom so special that you admire her and she inspires you?
Because she cares about me and she teaches me lots of cool words and pictures and awesome clues for big adventures. She takes me to many places that not even one person gets to see in their lives. We do many awesome things together, and I love how she always tries to make me happy. We have a great life, and she inspires me to see the world and change everything that is not good. Me and my mommy try to make Earth a better place for everyone, and we are right on the middle of it.
Yeah, you definitely are making Earth a much better place for everyone.
And your
All right,
mom
question
definitely.
number 2. What's your favorite book?
Hair Love and the Big Bed.
Aw.
Can you explain what it's about?
It's the Big Bed is about a little girl who kicks her dad out of the bed. Hair Love.
Well, why does she kick him out of the bed?
Well, it's supposed to be funny, and because she just wants to sleep with her mom.
Aw.
Because there's not enough room.
Okay.
And Hair Love?
Hair Love is about a little girl like me, like in the big bed. Hair Love is a girl like me who has a big day and she wants her hair to be perfect. But she has big hair and there's a bit of a problem until she finds out her hair is hair love. Whatever it means.
There you go. Cool books.
That sounds like a really interesting book, and I would love to read it soon. So for your next question, what do you think you want to be when you grow up?
What do you think you want to be when you grow up? And you can give different answers too.
A unicorn.
That's an awesome answer.
Actually, I want to be a paleontologist.
Wow.
You can be a unicorn paleontologist.
Unicorn
Unicorns don't exist.
All right, Madison, what's something fun that you did during quarantine? Or like anything, what's something fun you did during summer?
Well, today I'm going to my favorite restaurant, and with my friend Bea, we rented a hotel, and we're going today, right after this Zoom meeting, which asks a lot of questions. And it's awesome.
Ask questions.
And it's awesome. And I snuck and got a glass of water. And then that's when he asked me what happened today. And I said we started the Zoom meeting, blah, blah, blah. And then we were gonna we rented a hotel and we're going to my favorite restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory, and then now we're on Zoom. And you ask, what are you doing today? And so I said,
okay, so she's being so silly. So but it was her birthday last Tuesday. She turned 8. Cheesecake Factory is her favorite. Yeah,
Happy late birthday.
it's her favorite restaurant. So rented a couple of hotel rooms, let her invite her friend. They're going to go swimming and go to Cheesecake Factory and just have a fun couple of days. So that's what she's doing after getting ready to leave after this. So.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very exciting. So since your mom owns a company about dinosaurs, we guessed that you probably liked dinosaurs. Is that true? Yeah. So what is your favorite kind of dinosaur?
the pterodactyl and
The long neck one.
Ooh, the ones up
Well, the brachiosaurus, the brontosaurus.
I like the Rocky Brontosaurus and the pterodactyl. Oh, most of all, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You like T-Rex?
Yeah.
I thought you liked Stegosaurus. Was the other one? Oh, well, okay. Well,
No, I like them all.
oh, well, I do
I don't
too.
have to only like one.
That's true.
That is true. All right, so last question. With the back to school season coming up, what's one thing that you want to tell all your friends or any other kids that are going back to school very soon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What'd she say?
Yeah, so what's the one great message you would give to kids all over the world or something?
I'd give all I hope for everyone in the world is for kids and adults to be themselves.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Because being someone else is just not being you. But when you be yourself, a change in the world will happen.
Aw, that's so
You can
nice.
change
That's a great
rules. You can change laws, and you can.
You got nothing? That's good. What you said. Thank you guys for being so patient with my 8-year-old now.
No,
Okay.
she's so awesome.
She's a silly goose.
I've personally never met someone with such a warm heart, and she's gonna do well in life. That's what I know.
Yeah.
She's
And
a
change the
very
world.
sweet. Even the money she's gotten for her birthday, she wanted to donate that to her fundraiser. So I have to tell her no.
Aw.
But her piggy bank money, any money she gets, she just automatically wants to donate it. So she's always been a very sweet and considerate person.
One last a question I just want to slip in there. What was your reaction to being on CNN and seeing your face there?
What question did you keep asking me? If you were what famous?
If I was Beyonce thing.
She was Beyonce.
Aw.
She likes Beyonce.
By the way, am I?
No, not yet. I don't think anybody else likes
Almost there.
Beyonce.
You're almost
We
there.
all-
You're almost there. You're almost there.
Yeah.
So every time it was like something would come out, she would say, "My Beyonce famous yet?" Or she'll say, "Can I be Beyonce yet?" Not yet. I think we got a little ways to go, but yeah, she wants to be. So sweet person. Elle Pencils actually sent her these keychains that says Beyonce famous. So
Aw.
I haven't given them to her yet, but yeah, that was her question every single interview. Every single one. So she'll get there. She's going to actually be on the Kelly Clarkson show.
Oh, really? That's
So
exciting.
she tapes that. Yeah, she tapes that in a week.
Mhm.
So maybe Beyonce will see her then, and we'll see. Yeah. It would be awesome. Right?
Well, once again, thank you so much for letting us interview you, and congratulations on your success so far. And from all of Colors4Change, we wish you the best for your future projects and anything else you might want to do.
All right.
Yeah. Good luck for your day online.
Thank you.
Hope that goes
Thank
well.
Thank you for interviewing her.
Yeah, we're so excited to see what you guys do.
Yeah.
We hope you have a fun day celebrating with your friends after this.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
going to the restaurant.
Yeah, well, so Cheesecake Factory is an hour and a half actually from where we live. So it's a special trip to but she deserves it. She's been doing a great job.
We definitely don't want to keep you guys waiting. So again, thank you guys so much for this.
Thank you.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, all right. I
Have
think
You all have a
amazing
wonderful day.
yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
so much.
Bye.